last live for now, as I said in the last live stream on YouTube for now. Why? Because I'm kind of tired of YouTube and the way that things have progressed. So this might be the last live stream on YouTube for a little while. We had all kinds of really cool, ideas and things that we wanted to do. Steve and I, myself and Steve and I, we had some real fun plans out there that we were thinking of doing. We were gonna do robots, we were gonna do all kinds of fun things. And the cool thing would have been, we would have had the Dudes Digest together with the Marker Reviews channel, as they say, in tandem together, working together, and do live streams. That was the plan. That was the plan. It took, I'm not sure even how many years to convince Steve to open up his own channel, to get this up and running. And yeah, it just, YouTube, it just stuck a blade into it, into the whole idea, right? The famous stick a pole through the spokes of a wheel of any kind just to ruin the whole deal. And so, yeah, I mean, listen, we had plans. We had plans to do cool things together. It took me years, not just 1 year, it took me years to convince him to create his own channel. He finally had one, and like that. Just like in that famous commercial that they had a while ago when they said, every time somebody snaps their finger, a life is lost. Well, in this particular case, a life was not lost, but a bright shining star, and he told me that he is done. He is not gonna start up a new channel. He's not gonna, and we will upload them to all the social media platforms that I have available so that his content can be seen. But sadly, he won't be able to do it himself, because obviously YouTube has decided, even before he could be famous on YouTube, that he was not gonna be a voice that was gonna be heard on YouTube. Yeah, that's kind of pathetic, but this was under the leadership of the brand new CEO, so you can't blame Susan. You can't blame Susan for this one, guys. They blamed my good friend Susan endlessly for years and years and years, but it's not like a new CEO did anything different. So, just saying. So yeah, I'm just making this last video for you guys, just for fun. I brought all my stuff. I'm still on the road. So I gotta pay attention to the road first, as much as possible, because otherwise it'll be a very interesting way to end the live. Maybe it'll be the last live for real, as I won't be able to make any more lives going forward. But yeah, so this is like, it's been interesting. It's been interesting working at YouTube. It's been very interesting. Not in a nice way, of course, not in a nice way. It's been a journey. Created a lot of things, worked on a lot of things, harder than most. But the algorithm has been the algorithm, and it has said, no, you shall not pass, right? You shall not pass. And therefore, Steve shall not pass. My new YouTube channel that I was planning to put together will not pass. This channel we all know is dead, and has been dead for 8+ years. My previous channel has been dead because I had to get rid of it. Again, I was so depressed, I was so down in the dumps that I deleted it myself. And that was a big mistake. Should have never done it, because I would have so much more ammunition and data to show you guys the journey that was my YouTube channel. And of course, there's my daughter's channel, which again, also dead. Also dead. And so, yeah. What can you do other than go on strike for a little while? I will still be posting the occasional video and stuff, shorts, mostly shorts. So as Bart Simpson once proudly said, eat my shorts, man. Eat my shorts, man. But yeah, that's where we're going. That's where we're headed with the channel. I showed you guys how much appreciation one gets as a content creator in Irvine, California Woodbridge. How all it would have taken was maybe $5 here and there every month from YouTube to make things really good, really good. But that was not possible. That was not possible. For a very short while, I think it was on my very first YouTube channel, I was monetized for a very short while. But then it was still so, like, I don't know if, I think we got to 100 subscribers at some point. That was the best we were ever able to do. And again, I had 2 companies that I was running back then. So with 2 companies running back then and hundreds of artists that were working for me, with me, to accomplish goals, we were only able to get somewhere around 100 subscribers on the very first channel that I had, after which I was so down in the dumps that I just deleted it myself. And that was stupid, because once you delete your email that goes with the channel disappears, the email goes away. And so that was the end of Twitter for me as well, LinkedIn, and a bunch of other things that were connected up to that email. So don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake. If you have social media platforms, once you delete the thing, it's a disaster, because anything else that you are connected with by that email, by that system, goes away with it, and you can never have it again. So yeah, something to learn there is you can never really leave. It's just like the Hotel California social media. Once you check in, you can never leave. And the other issue is, once you do leave, all the data that has been collected from you belongs now to the company that you've given it to. So whether it's Facebook or Google or whatever it is, whatever data that belonged to you because you were still the owner for a certain time, now is no longer yours, and it is gone. And again, as I've said so many different times, I've been basically burned by so many of these companies. And recently, I didn't know this was a thing, but apparently my account, my very first account that I opened up in Experts column, vanished. So that had all of my scripts and all the cool stuff, all the articles that I had created a while back. And just this week, I went to check up on it to see how it was doing. Gone. I may be switching over to something else. I may be doing live streams, but you can never keep all of your eggs in one basket, because no matter which platform you give yourself to, you give your hard work to, you give your data to, there's no guarantee that it's going to survive. There's no guarantee that they will continue to do the right thing, basically do right by you, if you will. There is no guarantee that the social media platforms, no matter what it is, I don't care if you think that TikTok is the best platform that is out there right now. It is definitely a better platform than YouTube currently. But don't put all your eggs in one basket, because if you put all your eggs in TikTok, if they were to destroy TikTok, then what happens to all of your data? What happens to all the stuff that you've done? It vanishes like that. That's why I have become a multi-platform human, and therefore I am on every platform out there, naughty and nice platforms, all of them, as many as I possibly can. The ones that actually do something useful, I'm on all of those. I'm not on OnlyFans like Ellen DeGeneres has recently joined OnlyFans. I don't know if that's just a joke. But anyway, I'm not on that because my application was rejected. Why? Because they want too much information out of me. They want to know basically my tax returns or my bills. I'm like, come on, man. This is stupid. To become part of social media, you have to give away your billing, your bills, show them your bank statements. Are you kidding me? Social media has gone out of whack. It has really gone out of whack. It's too much. There should be laws against this stuff. You know what I'm saying? For any, I don't care if you're doing Paxum. I don't care if you're doing, what's the other one? Cosmo Payments. I don't care what it is. None of these platforms should have your billing statements or your tax returns. This is unbelievable. So yeah, this is just one step too far, if you will. And yeah, so this is going to be, as I said before, my last live stream on YouTube for now. I did a lot of not book reviews, but book readings and a bunch of other things. I will continue to do that content, but it's just not going to be YouTube. Why? Why do you think? Ask yourselves that question. Is it worth it to be on YouTube? Let me tell you something. YouTube and Twitter, right? Two all American websites, all American platforms, all American applications, are actually the two that have done most damage to America. You know what I'm saying? YouTube and Twitter are now pretty much at the top of the list of the platforms that have caused the most damage to America and Americans over the course of so many years. These are the two platforms. Of course, there's plenty of other platforms that have caused damage, but these are the ones that have caused the most damage, that have caused more people to take their own lives out of depression, and have caused all kinds of disasters. Twitter started wars and stuff. All kinds of stuff has been done through YouTube and Twitter and some other platforms, but these are the ones that have really screwed the pooch on America. So when people are defending YouTube, don't defend YouTube. Please don't defend YouTube. YouTube is, I didn't put it as the top worst. Platforms just because Twitter is just mildly worse than that one. And I'm just saying, you guys saw it first. Go through all the channels and the live streams. You'll see the story of my life and how things have gone and progressed. And you will be able to see with real data and real facts how much YouTube has stuck it to me for so many years. And I've shown you that I've been here and on all other platforms for longer than most people have been alive that watch YouTube. So yeah, that is the disaster that is YouTube. That is the disaster that is YouTube, which has made me relatively crabby. It's brought the sour, it's brought the salt to my life. It's been a disaster. I've worked with some beautiful people, as this guy here, Rick Affrente. We've worked together to make awesome things. Worked with so many companies, Italian companies. I worked with American companies. I worked with English companies. I worked with people from all over the world, even people from Kenya to help me make an awesome video game. You name it, I've done it. And all I've gotten back from YouTube has been this. They've been naming me pesky marker reviews. Pesky marker reviews is all the love that I've received over the years, over and over and over. And I've watched day after day after day, humanity destroy industry after industry after industry. Thanks to the use of YouTube and Twitter and social media, I've seen how I can't even get a job working as your local postman. I can't get a job working as your local inspector, property inspector, facility inspector. I've driven 2 beautiful companies into the ground, Marvimation and Meow Meow, over the years. Nobody wants to vote yes on Prop 69, which would be the only prop which would make it mutually beneficial as a constituent, as a real American, to get something back from the government, because you keep spending money on the government, on the HOA, on this, on that, and the other, and you get less and less from everything. I've spoken about how many companies, how many industries I tried to get into, and they all said no. They all said no, guys. They all said no to this guy right here, to this guy right here. Again, don't put all your eggs in one basket, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that, because it's bad for you. What if YouTube suddenly disappears tomorrow? What are you going to do when YouTube disappears tomorrow? Right? What are you going to do? But anyway, this is my last episode for now, live stream. And so to conclude this, I just wanted to remind you of how much crap my friend Steve and I, my friend Steve and I, my friend Charles and I, my friends Russell and I, and everyone else that has been so nice to participate in all the cool things that we've been doing here on the YouTube channel for 8 years and more. For 8 years and more, if you combine all the years that have done stuff between this channel and the other 2 channels, my daughter's channel, and all the other channels. So this channel may eventually become like one of my favorite channels, which was the Flying Ryan right here, Flying Ryan, who eventually gave up on YouTube as well. Why? Because YouTube is a cesspool of ignorance, stupidity, and gotcha, and hate on everybody, and hate binge watching on everyone kind of deal. And so it has actually ruined more lives than most things on planet Earth. So anyway, I'm just going to do a quick love letter to a bunch of the awesome channels that I have supported for the majority of the time that I've been on YouTube. So I'm going to say a big shout out to Thomas. You guys know Thomas, who does 3D printing. We've got Naries, who does 3D printing. We've got Maker's Muse, also 3D printing. We've got Uncle Jesse. We've got 3D Printing Nerd, all do 3D printing. We've got Heliox, which is a French channel that does 3D printing. We've got 3D Printing Noob that now has rebranded his channel to something else. I don't know what that is. I can't read it myself, but you guys can go check it out. There's a YouTube video on this channel where I go through all these awesome things. We've got SpaceX. We've got Chris Hartford, my absolute favorite car reviewer. We've got Brian Cooley. Chris Hartford recently did a video on the DeLorean, the new DeLorean. It's out there. It's pretty cool. The new DeLorean. Anyway, Chris Hartford. We've got Brian Cooley. We've got Top Gear. We've got Drive Tribe. We've got Kelly Blue Book. We've got Dylan Kowalski, the guy that got me into 3D printing. Although 3D printing was something that came up on the radar because of 3D Printing Nerd, his videos were not friendly enough for me to, in those shows where they hit the button, right? In those singing shows, they hit the button to bring on the next thing. I didn't push the trigger on that one yet because I didn't think that it was palatable, that it was easy enough for me to get into 3D printing. So then I discovered Dylan Kowalski, and with his awesome channel, he also does reviews on awesome, if you guys are into yo-yos, he does that. But anyway, his 3D printing videos were the ones that got me into 3D printing. Then we have Ann Connolly, who also does amazing yo-yo tricks. I've never seen anything like it. But anyway, even do like double-handed stuff that she does is unbelievable. We've got Quadcopter 101, which is another reviewer. We've got Conflicts. Conflicts is amazing. It's got robots and all kinds of fun things going on his channel. We've got the RC Sailors. We've got Hackster.io for cool things, robotics and coding, and I think she creates her own like breadboards and stuff. There's amazing stuff over there. We've got Mike Jevons that makes all kinds of funny things. We've got URC. I think Jang from URC also has a Bricks, like Bricks, Jang Bricks or something. Awesome channel too. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. You have James Burton. And we have Granddad is an Old Man that got me back into wanting to build things, taking things that were broken, grabbing pieces from that and creating other projects with that. Granddad is an Old Man brought me into that. James Burton has all kinds of robotic stuff with Star Wars even that he's done. We have Paul McWhorter, Top Tech Boy, awesome tutorials on programming and stuff. Really cool. We've got Electro Boom. He does all kinds of cool things that boom, explode. It's all pre-choreographed and stuff, but it's really well done. So if you guys want to check that out, Electro Boom. He will tell you all about Skillshare. Then we've got ETA Prime. If you want to check out the latest and greatest microcomputers, he's got them all on there. Very cool stuff. We've got, what was the other one? Something Computers, something, I can't remember anyway. Caroline Dunn. Caroline Dunn, talk about her all the time. Amazing stuff that she does with all kinds of things. I think she was talking about Raspberry Pi and other things. She made an Amazon Alexa thing that was really cool. We've got Drone Bots Workshop, another good one for all the cool things. AIY kits, remember the Google kits that were created with Raspberry Pis? So people could do, we had two different ones. I think one was more microphone based and the other one was more visual. So I think one was the AIY kit, visual kit, and the other one was the speaker kit. I don't know, I can't remember. Too long ago. What else we've got? We've got Lawn TV, another great one. We've got Lamar Wilson, another great channel. Who else we've got? We've got Eli, the computer guy, who has so many other awesome technology videos. You've got Eli, the computer guy. You've got The Daily Blob. We also got E.T., like E.T., the Galactic, CG, like computer graphics. And that's all one word. So ETCG, and then Space Experiments, his latest DJ Django. DJ Django is the latest and greatest application that works with Python to make websites. It's so cool. If you don't know what it is, go check it out. Anyway, ETCG Experiments and Silicon Dojo, also awesome. We've got I've lost it. The Jayo Nation. The Jayo Nation. If you guys don't know the Jayo Nation, it's pretty fun. But the guy, Matt, I think it's Matt from the Jayo Nation, also has some other channels that he's running, which are pretty cool. One about aquariums. If you're into fish, go fish there. Go check it out. Fun stuff. We've got MedCram. MedCram was really awesome too. During the pandemic, they gave out really good information that wasn't biased by leftist or right-wing media. And so we got decent information from MedCram about viruses and all that stuff. It was very interesting stuff, but you can also pay them for courses and things like that if you are trying to get into, if you want to become a registered nurse or something. They've got all kinds of cool things, and it is by doctors that actually work in the field here in California. What else do we got? We've got Agenda Free TV. Agenda Free TV is an awesome thing. During the fires here in Irvine, California Woodbridge, we couldn't rely on the local media because they didn't give you any proper information, but we could rely on Agenda Free TV. There's Agenda Free TV, Agenda Free TV 2, and there is also another channel, which is Lookner. When he does his own private stuff, it is Lookner. Go check that out. Also awesome. We've got Valuetainment. Valuetainment is really good source of information where people just go on there and debate on all kinds of different topics. And you get to see conservative views, you get to see left-wing views, you get to see all kinds of different views in the middle, like Andrew Yang kind of views, all kinds of different views. Valuetainment. We've got, for more of the RC crowd, we've got Motion RC, we've got Horizon Hobby, which is so nice to have sent us here on the channel something. And a simulator. So with that, guys, I want to say this was the last live for now. There's many other things. You guys can go check the full list, but I've got responsibilities to get to. So thank you, and I will see you all, not sure when, because this is the last live stream for now. Remember who I am. I am Junk Dumper Reviews, aka your local Google guide here from Irvine, California Woodbridge, Marco Reviews. And with that, bye-bye.